Looks like we're live there. Just give it a second to boot up on the gram and we'll get started in a little bit. All right. All right, cool. Looks like we're live. Folks, welcome back to another edition of Domagon Sports Talk. This time, of course, for pregame talk. We got Ravens Pats on prime time Sunday night football. There's no better way to do it, right? Getting close to that playoff time. Teams are kind of easing their way in slowly but surely. Only a couple spots secured. None really in the AFC yet, but we'll see. But as you can see, it's not just me and Gons this time. We got a special guest with us, my brother from another mother, Rushaad, big Pats fan. Sean, how you doing tonight, this Saturday night? Oh, wait.
I think you're muted.
Sean, you muted?
How do I
there we go. All right.
Good? Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we get you.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm anxious. I'm gonna be at the game tomorrow, so like I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Dope. I think, Gons, you're going to be in attendance at the game tomorrow too, right?
Yes, I will be there at section 537. Hopefully we get this done. I'm ready to talk about it. We need a win. I think the Bills may have provided us a blueprint for beating the Patriots, so we'll see if we can follow through.
We'll have to see, man. We're going to talk about that just a little bit before we get into it, but before that, before we talk any game whatsoever, we're going to talk about these injuries because obviously both teams are a little impacted by it. So let's just pull up this report. That Ravens one is a laundry list, looking like a Walgreens receipt, the way those injuries are lined up. But we got a couple of guys out. No Teddy Buchanan. He's on IR, ACL tear, unfortunately. Jay Higgins will not be playing in this game. He's coming off of IR. So those two guys aren't playing, and we're probably not going to see Chidobe Awuzie. He's coming off that foot injury, didn't really practice that much this week, so he is doubtful. We probably will not see him. But other than that, it looks like everybody else will be good to go. Hamilton popped up late on the injury report with an ankle. I feel like we're probably going to see him. I don't think he misses this game for the world. Other than that, yeah, I think we're good on that.
Jenkins should be on his way back too. I think Harbaugh is dealing with an illness, so he should be playing. And Chidobe, that's good news. I know he probably won't play this week. That's fine. I know that's tough, but next week he should be on track to return. So it's not going to be a long-term thing. So that's good to see in here.
For sure. So we should see most of our guys out there, thankfully, for this one. Shaw, you seem pretty good to go for the most part. No Spillane in this one. I see you guys as leading tackler. Do you feel that's going to make a big impact in this game with him being out?
Yeah, for sure. I think last week we felt his absence against James Cook. And I know he's not listed because he's on IR, but I've been saying it all week. Without Milton Williams and without Spillane, it's gonna be a tall task tackling Derrick Henry. I'm looking at the rest of this list. Marcus Jones said he's gonna play. Landry's probably gonna play. And same thing with Carlton Davis, because he said it's gonna be like a playoff type game. I am concerned about Barmore, although he did have a full practice on Thursday, so it looks like he might play because I think Friday was just precautionary. But yeah, Robert Spillane's a big one. I think we had Jack Gibbons step up in his spot last week, so fingers crossed.
Well, hey, I hate to speak against you because you're my dog, but we're gonna need you guys to lay an egg in this game. But let's get those are the injuries, folks, going into Sunday night. So let's just before we move on to this game, Gonz brought up a good point. Both of these teams pretty much a must-win game for both of us, right? I feel like the Ravens kind of need a little bit more. You guys, on the other hand, Rushaad, you guys are moving and rolling this year. Only a couple of losses. I feel like you guys came out of nowhere this year. Did you expect that? I remember us being in the same room last year, and we were like, I don't know, man. Drake May, year 2. We got to see what happens. You guys have double-digit wins, trying to secure the AFC East. Did you see this happening coming into this year?
I don't know if you guys remember, but I called it. I said we were making the playoffs. I said early in the summer.
I was just about to say.
I called it. I said we were making the playoffs. So I'm not surprised. 11 wins. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, that is a little crazy. We had 4 last year and we got 11 now, right? But I I didn't know it was gonna be this fast, right? We're playing with house money. I feel like new coach, new head coach, new OC, second year QB, a whole lot of free agent additions, right? Like it wasn't supposed to click this fast. So I knew we'd be good, but not this good. I give it to you. I'm not this good.
Yes, all led by Drake May in his second year with Stephon Diggs, Ramondre, Travion Henderson, who's coming off great that past couple of games. You guys seem to be clicking. So I want to start now with this Ravens defense facing off against this Patriots offense, right? Obviously, the Ravens defense has its ups, has its downs. It's all over the place. It's been all the place all year, right? We have on a streak of good games, streak of bad games. I mean, it's good. I feel like it's going to be one of those games where it's going to be whichever team can capitalize on a mistake can get the win. Now, Rushaad, I want to start with you. Then I'm going to head to Gons for this one. What do you feel like the Patriots have to do against this Ravens defense to be successful on Sunday night?
Run the ball well and stay out of third and long. We ran a lot of third and longs against Buffalo, whether it was a sack, whether it was a false start, what have you, right? So I think if we just run the ball well and then get Drake May out of the pocket, that's what he loves to do. Maybe a couple designed runs, I think we'll be okay. I think it's still going to be a tight game, but I think as long as we can run the ball, because it's going to be cold, I think if we can run the ball well, I think we'll be all right.
Okay, Gons, I'm going to counteract that with you. What does this Ravens defense need to do to keep this Patriots offense from trying to go off on us?
I really don't know. I mean, Rushaad, I'm going to ask you to fill in some of the blanks here. How good has this Patriots offensive line been all season? How would you grade them, and what are their strengths and weaknesses? Because that'll influence my answer.
We have a rookie left guard. Our left tackle is on IR. Our stud Will Campbell, right? So I don't think we have an NFL starting left tackle. I'll give you that. So our O-line is kind of right now. And then defense. I mean, I guess if you're looking at the skill positions, Buffalo played a lot of man, and a lot of guys weren't getting open last week. So that was concerning. That was really concerning. Nobody was creating separation. And so, yeah, that led to a lot of tightly contested throws, and we saw what happened.
Well, that's interesting to hear because I don't really feel like I trust my Ravens when they play man coverage, especially recently when we play superstar receivers with Jamar Chase and friends, as we've seen in a few weeks, where we have absolutely just gotten torched and given up way too many yards. And we'll see. I don't know. Well, that's good to hear that you can't beat man. And it doesn't jump out to me other than Stephon Diggs that you have huge weapons in that area. I hope I'm not eating my words because they do have a couple. That Booty guy is all right.
Yeah, Booty's pretty good, yeah.
I keep wanting to say Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry's a Patriots, right?
Yeah,
he's solid.
Yeah.
So there are people that will eat you up. You got to play discipline. So I think the biggest key to this game for Baltimore is keep Drake May in the pocket. The edge rushers have to have the best season or best game of the season. They absolutely have to. Van Noy, Mike Green. If we got to see some more of what we saw last week. Tavius Robinson, dude, you want to step up and get another sack? Go for it. But I think if we can get Drake May, running for his life, contain him in the pocket, don't let the design passing plays get outside where he can hit you deep, because we know how he's been very good this year. I've been pretty shocked with the jump he's made since year one to year two. So shout out to him. But make him see ghosts. Make him pull a Sam Darnold, So disguise the blitzes. Zachary Orr needs to come up with some more good blitz packages. Some things like he did for Joe Burrow last week. I mean, call some stunts. Call some fake looks. Fake the blitz. Or, disguise the pressure. Do what you need to do to make this young – he's still a young quarterback.
Second year. 23 years old.
Only his second year. So I think you can keep him contained and really get after him. Use your disguise coverages, disguise blitzes. Then that can lead to some turnovers and potential mistakes. Because that Yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say?
My bad.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, obviously, we already know about Travion Henderson and what he's been doing recently. Like, that's a given. You got to stop the run. So if you can get Drake May into these passing situations and really dial up the blitzes, make him uncomfortable, and make him have to scramble from pressure, not because of design plays, then you're going to be in a pretty good shape, I think, if you're on the Baltimore Ravens defense. So we'll see. You've got a lot of people we can send. Tavius Robinson's back, like we said. We can send Rowe. We can send Kyle Van Noy. We can send Mike Green. You can send a bunch of different people. So you could send Kyle Hamilton, who's been a blitz specialist this year. Just keep them guessing. And I think we have a chance to limit this offense.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys you mentioned the blitz. I don't know if you guys know this stat, but against the blitz, Drake is the most accurate QB in the league. When teams are blitzing, his passer rating is like 156 or one. It's the numbers are crazy. When you send a blitz at him and he recognizes it, the numbers are crazy. But like you said, if it's disguised and we have a pretty inexperienced O-line, right? So, like I said, rookie left guard, basically a guy off the couch at left tackle, right? So, I mean, if it's gonna happen, then it had to be that left side.
Well, I think you guys both bring up great points. I want to stay on the blitz for a second because what you're explaining, May is damn near perfect against the blitz. Because, 156, 158.3, that's a perfect rating. So, he's damn near perfect at that point. I think what's really going to come down for this Ravens defense is the defensive line is going to have to win one-on-ones. I think that's going to be the most important thing because if the blitzes aren't starting to work, and if May starts to pick up on that, especially as it gets later in the game, we're going to have to count on these edge guys to win their matchups on the outside to be able to get to him. Because we saw what Burrow did against that Ravens defense when the blitzes were just kept coming on the same type of style, if you guys know what I mean. Like it's the same guy coming or it's the same scheme repeated over and over again. He picked up on it, he dotted us up, and we got embarrassed on Thanksgiving night. So I don't want to repeat that. So it's going to be best for those edge guys to win one-on-one on the outside. That Tavius Robinson, Draymond Jones, we're going to need those guys to step up and get to May, like Gon said, make him uncomfortable to that point where he does see ghosts, where we can force a mistake. You know what I mean? If Ramondre Stevenson wants to fumble, we'll take that too. But we all know he likes to cough the ball up.
Yeah, please.
I don't mean to poke, but he likes to poke the ball out. You know what I'm saying? So I will take that as well.
Bro, I think a Ravens beat reporter. I think it might have been. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong name, but I saw a Ravens beat reporter say that he was at Ravens practice and he said most of the time they don't get to see practices, but he said it was an emphasis on stripping the ball this week. Like a lot of guys were going over like stripping drills, and that was like an emphasis. So,
I mean, that's just me. I don't know. If Ramondre gets the ball, man, I'm trying to poke at it. He's known to fumble, and I hate to say that because I'm actually like rooted for Ramondre because I know he's had the fumbling issue. And I just hate to see people rag on him because, it's been a reoccurring thing. But in this instance, if we can poke that ball out, take it. Take that opportunity.
He's been good. I know he coughed it up like 4 times in that Pittsburgh game, but like he's turned it around. I know we should have beat Pittsburgh. I know, man.
We needed y'all to win that game. We needed y'all to win
the ball over 5 times, and it was a 1-possession game, bro. 5 times, and the score was 21-14, bro. Like but it was early in the season, so it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we needed y'all to win that game in like the worst way. Like I was rooting for y'all so hard in that Steelers game. I was like, y'all gotta win, y'all right there to win the game. But I mean, it panned out still good for y'all. Y'all still in the position that you guys are in. So I mean, not too bad, but not great for us because we're still fighting for our lives at this point of the season. But yeah, so let's flip-flop it now, right? So we talked about our defense, Charlie talked about your offense. So now I want to flip-flop it. Now I want to talk about your defense against this Ravens offense, right? Obviously, you have spoken on it kind of while we were at work off camera. Just talk about the run defense being a little bit leaky at times. James Cook had a game against you guys to kind of help lead that comeback for the Buffalo Bills. How do you feel as though your defense will fare against this Ravens team who's coming off a pretty dominant win over the Bengals last week?
I think we'll be okay. I think the offense is going to have to carry us. defense, if they can get us, maybe a couple key stops, maybe a few turnovers, we'll be okay. But yeah, you mentioned it. I'm worried about the run defense. I'm not going to mention Lamar because Lamar is what he is. He's great, right? So he's going to be a problem for anybody. But I think Mark Andrews has played really well against us. So I don't know how y'all feel about Mark this season, but I'm concerned with like our coverage of tight ends and our run defense because I mentioned Milton Williams is out, no Spillane. That's gross. But yeah. Run defense and covering tight ends.
Okay, Gons, gonna flip flop that question for you as well. Gonna take it to your side here. Obviously, we've seen this Ravens offense all year. It has had ups, it has had downs. Doesn't really matter the defense. It hasn't really been consistent, but they're trying to get into a rhythm now against this Patriots team who's gonna want to bounce back after last week. How do you feel as though this Ravens offense? What do they have to do to fare against a Patriots team who wants to win in the worst way?
There's a couple things you got to consider. I feel like that there are chinks in the armor for the Patriots defense. I really do. I'm sorry, no offense.
I agree.
I've seen over the past few weeks, there has been moments where they can be attacked through the air, they can be attacked through the run game. If the run game gets going, then we can hit you through the air. And I feel like if this Baltimore offense can get some sort of rhythm going, keep you guessing, get the run game going early, then it might cause issues. But honestly, that's the good news. The one thing that's scary to me about this game is you got Mike Vrabel, somebody that we have not really played well against in our history, especially back when he was on the Titans. Do you see any similarities between the Tennessee Titans when he was the coach there versus here? Or is it something completely revolutionized? Real quick question before I finish. So, yeah.
I guess the culture, I mean, maybe not so much as like team play, but I noticed how quick he turned Tennessee's organization around with Ryan Tannehill. And like that really stood out to me. Like when he got there, they were instantly in the playoffs. They win the division. Right. So he just, all the players are saying that they bought into what he's saying. And like, I don't want to say he's a player's coach, but he's like relatable. So I think just the culture that he brings is similar.
So what scares me about this matchup is not that we're not going to be able to move the ball, but the scoring aspect. When we've played Mike Vrabel coach teams in the past, we really haven't had an issue moving the ball. You can look at all the matchups with Tennessee, the 2019 playoff debacle. We played them again in 2020, actually, the year after, twice. The first time we were moving the ball well, couldn't score more than 21. We lost in overtime. Then we played them again in the playoffs. So the common factor was scoring. We just weren't scoring enough points. We were racking up plenty of yards, and Lamar's stats had a lot of passing yards. They had quite a bit of rushing yards, but we weren't scoring. So I'm a little worried that we might have the similar issue tomorrow night, and that's something we really need to look out for. We need to score in the red zone. We need to not turn the ball over. We need to not do silly stuff that could cost us points in big moments, which is something that this team has done a lot of this year and something that Mike Vrabel's teams have done very well against us in the past. So this is going to be – I'm a little bit nervous to see how this plays out, but the Ravens' scoring offense in this game is got to be a highlight going into this matchup. It has to be. It has to be because we cannot just leave points on the board, especially against the Patriots offense. So I think we can move the ball, but if we can cash in the red zone, cash in on money drives, kick a field goal before half, just a couple, just get points when you can. I think we have a really good shot at pulling off this. Well, it's not an upset because we're favored somehow. Pulling off this win against the 3 Patriots.
Yeah, I don't understand how we're favored. Like, I know we're at home. I have no idea how we're favored in this game. I mean, like,
Vegas must know something we don't, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Is the rig in? Like, I don't know. Like, there's no way we're favored.
If we can get into some sort of a rhythm like we did against Cincinnati, like, in that little middle of the second quarter over to the third quarter, like that was some of the best offense we've seen from this team in weeks. Yeah. So, and I would say the same thing about the second half of Pittsburgh. Even though we lost, we were moving the ball at will. We were passing off of play action. We were running with Henry, getting chunk yards. We just weren't scoring, like I was saying earlier. So if we can get into that mode here in this game, Patriots defense might have, we might give them a run for their money. So we'll really see if this offense is for real, if this defense is for real, like we just talked about. I don't know, man. This is going to be an interesting one. What do you think, Dom?
It's going to be a really big test. It's going to be a big test. I'm glad you guys both touched on the Mike Vrabel aspect, because I was also going to, because there's nobody that knows Derrick Henry better than Mike Vrabel, right? Obviously.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, right? Like, there's nobody that knows Derrick Henry.
You're looking at it from the positive type. I was looking at it from the negative type. Now you're the optimistic. I like it. Keep going.
Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nobody who knows him better. Like, nobody knows Derrick Henry better than Mike Vrabel, right? Coached him pretty much most of his career. And now I think this is actually the first time that Vrabel is going to be facing off against him, right? Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting to see how they guard him going into this game. Like, if we can get the run game going early, I feel like that would be super impressive, because I know that's probably, Rushaad, what you guys are probably going to key in on coming into this one, especially when it's going to be cold, night game, probably going to be like 30 degrees, maybe like high 20s, something like that. So obviously windy. You're probably going to key on that run game from us. I mean, that's just a must given. So we're going to have to key in on Henry getting a chunk of carries to set up that play action game to open up for Lamar to hit some guys down the field against this defense. Gonzo, I know you rave about him, right? One of the best corners in the league. I'll say he's top 5 in the league for sure. Gonzo, I would like to throw away from him.
I thought you were going
to Christian Gonzalez, not you per se.
But no, I thought you were going to ask me a question about top 5 quarterback and then say Marlon Humphrey and get off after I got. Never mind.
No, I meant Christian Gonzalez. I meant Christian Gonzalez, obviously a top corner in this league. I would like to avoid throwing his direction, but he will most likely. I don't know if he's going to be on Zay or who he'll be guarding tomorrow night. So I would like to avoid him at all times. But this defense is pretty jumpy. I will say they get on the ball pretty quick, like this Patriots defense does. So I would like for us to be able to get, like God said, take the points so you can get them. If you get into the red zone, make sure you don't get out of field goal range. Let Luke get his. I would like to take advantage of every opportunity we can get against this Patriots squad, because I don't think there will be many. Respectfully, I'm just speaking, man. Like, y'all play tough, I will say. Like, so yeah, I'm hoping that they can do that. Let's get the run game going early. I think that's going to be key. I would like to see Keaton Mitchell continue to get more carries, because that speed, you can't keep that on the bench. When you see him, he's most likely taking some for at least 25, 30, depending on the type of day he's having. So let's get those guys going early. And please, receivers, catch the ball. I feel as though we have been the victim of some pretty bad drops these past couple of weeks. I just need us to hold on to this football, to move the game, to get gains, get first downs, avoid those long third downs, like Shad mentioned earlier, and just keep the chains moving. That's it. Receivers catch the ball. No dumb turnovers. Because I swear to goodness, in prime time this year alone in prime time, our turnovers have been so dumb. It's ridiculous. Can we please hold on to the football?
Like,
just cartoonish, bro. It's like Looney Tunes turnovers for Baltimore this year alone. So please hold on to the football, and I think we can be okay. I think, like Rushaad said, I think this is going to be a close game. I don't think it's BTA for either team. I think it's going to be a scratch and clawing to a victory for primetime Sunday night. So I'm ready for the worst. I'm ready for the best. I don't know what we're about to get.
I think we need to also this is Baltimore. This is M&T Bank Stadium. We are 3-5 at this stadium this season. Yeah. That is unacceptable. We need to go out and establish our dominance right from kickoff to the end of the game and make teams fear coming into Baltimore, because that is something we have lost over the years, especially this season. So a lot of teams have just come in here and we've gotten our butts whooped a couple times. And even when we've had good records at home in the past couple, there were games back in the Ray Lewis, Ed Reed days where we would go whole seasons with multiple seasons without losing a home game. And even if we did, we would make them fight to the end. This year we've had teams walk in and just absolutely destroy.
Just put the belt.
Yeah,
literally. Like, just take the belt out and just
that play like a Raven mentality. That is absolutely disgraceful to that whole thing. You letting somebody walk in like the Texans, the game that was Oh my God, so pathetic in so many different ways. Let's let the Patriots know where they're coming in. Let's play physical football and let's make this ugly and smash mouth and make them leave battered and bruised. Let's do it. They're reeling after a loss. I know they're going to probably show up because they just lost. They just squandered a huge chance to clinch the division. I couldn't believe it. I was rooting for you guys so bad, Rushaad. I don't like Buffalo, and I was hoping you would win that. It was so sad. But now, unfortunately, you might be tied with the Bills if we are able to pull off this win because they play Cleveland, and that would make everything a lot interesting. So I'm nervous. The Patriots don't want that to happen. So
I mean, the Bills also have the Eagles, I think, the week after. So yeah. I'm not too concerned about Buffalo. I am concerned about y'all. Like we just keep talking about, man. Like I will say we are undefeated on the road this year. 6-0. We also do not play well at home, so I'm glad this isn't a home game. But yeah, bro. I was looking at highlights from the last time we matched up, and I think Lamar had five touchdowns.
Jackson 5.
I think it was 5. I think it was like a shuttle to Mark Andrews, a pass to Andrews, a pass to Duvernay. Like Lamar he rushed one. Lamar had a great game. Like I was looking at the clips, and I remember it was like a punch out, and Nelson Aguilar from K-Ham and
2022. Yeah, I remember that game.
That it was back and forth. I'm not gonna lie, Mac Jones made it super competitive, and we got to see him gritty that game. I loved it. I think that's the game you guys turned sour on Patrick Queen because he dropped like a pick six. I remember a lot of that, but I just hope tomorrow it's a good game, and we can come out on top so we can clinch our division and not worry about the Dolphins in New York.
Before we get to score predictions, I want to ask Rushaad a quick question. You guys are making the playoffs, no doubt about it. Pretty much going to get there. How far do you go? Now, before you answer that, do you feel like it depends on if you win the division or not? Because Buffalo is still in play for it. So, in your opinion, where do you go? Do you feel like you can make some noise? Can this Patriots team make some noise in this playoffs this year? Because every team entering the playoffs this year has a flaw. Let's be real. Yeah. Every team does. So where do you guys stack?
I think I think we're gonna win the division. Okay. Because our road to the division is a lot easier than Buffalo's. Like I said, Buffalo has to beat the Eagles, and they have to win out, and we have to lose, I think, 2, right? So after y'all, we've got Miami and the Jets. I mean, I'm not drop this game. Go ahead and drop this game. That's barbecue. But yeah, I think if the playoffs started today, we'd be playing the Chargers. So I'd be okay with that. I think if we win the division, I think we win our wild card game. And then I think we win our second round matchup. And then when we get to the AFC Championship, I ain't gonna lie, I think the AFC Championships are ceiling, right? I think that's as far as we go, right? And I think second round's our floor, right? So I think we get at least one playoff win for sure. I'm not gonna say Super Bowl. I'm not delusional. I'm gonna say Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I don't know what can or cannot happen. Right? This is probably the most parity we've seen in the NFL in a long time. I mean, you got the Broncos as a potential 1 seed. Jacksonville contending. I didn't see that coming. Houston coming back from a terrible start. Now they're the 7th seed. There's a lot of stuff that's happening this year that we did not see coming.
The Colts might not even make the playoffs.
With the start that they had. They were having a great year. And now they just fell off a huge cliff. The NFL has been so crazy this year. No Chiefs to spoil the fun. I'm a Chiefs hater, so I can't really talk, but everybody knows I'm a Chiefs hater, so that's just common science. But I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how these playoffs turn out. I mean, they start in a couple of weeks. We're almost there. Basically, only 3 games left, really. So we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. So now let's get to the fun part of the video as we're about to wrap up. Score predictions. Everybody keeps saying this is going to be a tight game, so I just want to see where the score is going to end up for y'all. Gons, I'm going to start with you. What's the score for this game? How is it ending? Who's winning, and what's the outcome?
I don't know, man. I really want to trust the Ravens here, but I just don't know if I've seen enough from this team to really give me some complete confidence that they're going to go in here and win this game. I think I need to see it one more week before I start picking them to win. So I think this is a tough one. I think the Patriots are going to eke out a win, maybe 24-22, just something really close.
Okay.
Where I got to see more consistency for me to really just get on board. I'm not going to be a delusional Pittsburgh fan and go like after one win and say, oh, we're back. I need to see more. And the Patriots are really good, and they're going to be desperate for a win here. And I feel like if they had won against Buffalo, they might approach this game differently. But now that they have to win, well, they don't have to win, but you know what I mean. They're still trying to clinch the division. They don't have to win. They could win the next two. I feel like that just presents a tougher challenge for the Ravens, and I'm not sure if this year's team can get it done. Can they? Absolutely. Am I saying by me picking the Patriots, am I saying the Ravens have zero chance of winning? Absolutely not. They can. If they can play how they played against Cincinnati and show flashes of that machine on offense that I know they can do and I know they can operate. I just don't know. I don't trust it yet. I got to see more. So I think Patriots take it 24-22.
All right, Shaw, what do you got? What's the outcome? What's the score?
Before I give my score predictions, I do want to ask you guys, like, as Ravens fans approaching this as our enemies, what do y'all feel about, like, our opponents that we've played as Patriots? Like, we've only beaten one team over 500. That doesn't make y'all feel good. That doesn't make y'all feel like, oh, this is a winnable game, because, like, we've had such a cupcake schedule. And then, like, you guys are basically a playoff team, even though, like, I know the record doesn't really reflect it, but do you guys think that this is winnable because of our opponents we played?
I think it's winnable, honestly, just because I'm trying to be optimistic about the ceiling of our football team. I feel like when we're operating on all cylinders, I don't care who the opponent is, I think we can win against it. I know the Patriots haven't played the best people, but they weren't a good team last year. So I mean, they have an easier schedule, and it's about who you get on paper, not about it's you can't control that. You can't control who you play on your schedule, and I just think, I don't know, it's tough, but that's basically I don't know, to answer your question. I don't think that is an influence for me picking this, because and we have not been good this year. We've had a lot of flaws on both sides of the ball, honestly. And, I just don't – I don't know. The consistency has not been here at all. And that's what's gotten me off the bandwagon multiple times. And that's what I'm looking for out of our team. And I just think – I don't care who the opponent is. I think if we could put together a complete football game, we could beat anybody in the AFC this season. That's just me personally. I don't know what Dom thinks. What do you think?
I don't think it has any influence, you guys' schedule. I mean, let's be real. You guys have, although I will say your opponent, your strength of schedule has not been all that, but you can only play who's in front of you. I mean, you guys don't make the schedule, right? Like you, like you said, you guys weren't a good team last year. You've made plentiful additions to this team to make it better. Coaching change, like it's this year. I really didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even see you guys being this good, this fast this year, right? Yeah. Like I thought there was just going to be some growing pains going into this year, just because. I mean, like I said, new coach, new system, getting used to everything. Like I thought you guys were going to be better, but not this good. But no, I don't think it influences at all. I don't really care who you guys have played. You're a professional football team who can knock anybody off at any given day. Yeah. Right. I mean, you guys knocked off Superman a couple weeks ago. Right. So, it can happen to anybody. Right. Yeah. And then you have a coach who the players easily rally around. Like I see the clips of post games when you guys win and how the players are with Vrabel. Like they freaking love him.
Yeah.
Like they love him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when you have a coach like that who you want to play for and you want to fight for, that can easily mount you to any win against any team. So I don't think the strength schedule has influenced my phone call. I don't think the strength schedule has influenced anything for me at all. I think you guys are a good football team. You've impressed me this year, especially the way Drake May has performed and how this defense has played throughout the year. I know you guys have had the injuries, but Nah, I mean, I think you guys are still. I think we still need to. You know how we're like when you're playing a game and you're kind of sitting back. When you're playing the opponent, you gotta sit up. Yeah, I think this is a game we have to sit up for you guys, no matter who you guys are faced, because it's going to be a good one. I think.
The way they played too, they don't play sloppy football. It's not like they're barely winning these games, like the 2020 Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember that team? How they were barely winning against awful teams, and it's like
they were like a crazy win streak that year, right?
Yeah, they were awful. I mean, they played like a backup quarterback for the Cowboys when they were like 2-7, and they won the game 18-16. I mean, that's ugly. The Patriots, they've been putting together really good performances, and they've been consistently good on both sides of the ball. Even though the defense I said earlier was a little shoddy at times, they've played enough complementary football to get it done, leaning on that run game, leaning on that offense, leaning on Drake May. So it's impressive. It's been impressive.
I think all that being said, I think my score prediction, I think it's 28-24. I don't think we go over 30. I think it's real. I don't even want to say low scoring, but I want to say it's tight. Like I think it's gonna be a point where like both teams are scoring and then something happens and slow the clock. So I think it's 28-24. Patriots take it because we're trying to come off that loss and head into the playoffs.
All right. I guess it's my turn. I think for this one, I guess I'm the only one who believes in the Ravens. Jeez. I think I'm gonna take B more here, man. I think they can eke this one out. We're gonna have to see, like I said, a good balance and complementary football for the Ravens if they want this win against the Pats. I think the Pats are gonna bring their all. Of course, like I said, they want this win, they want the division, obviously. Just like us. But we just need it a little bit more.
We do.
We just need it more. Like, y'all can lose this game. You're going to be in the playoffs at the end of the year. It won't be the division. Yeah. It depends on how the year ends, right? But the division competition for y'all obviously changes. But either way, there's no way you guys don't make it. Like, you're going to make it. For us, we just need it a lot more. Like, we need this win. So I just think that sense of urgency is going to pop in for us, and we're just going to have to go get it. So I think we can win this one. I think we can win at 27-24. I think, like you said, I don't think either team hits 30, but I think we can win at 27-24 in a close one. Hopefully. We'll see.
They can do it. I think they can. If I have to sit here and make a prediction, I can't trust them yet. They have to show me. That's all.
No, and that's fair. They haven't really the Baltimore Ravens have not really beaten a solid opponent all year, right? Like anybody who you're like, ooh, that's a good win. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I haven't seen that yet. These last couple of games have the ability for us to see that. Like for us to play a good Patriots team, to play a good Packers team, to play a Pittsburgh team for the division. You know what I mean? Like this is where they can show up and say we can beat good teams, we can make some noise. So like you said, guys, they got to show us something. This can be the game for them to show us something in this moment in prime time, because we've sucked in prime time this year. Like I think we're like 1 in 3 or something in prime time this year. We have been garbage. So this is the best time to prove something. All right, but folks, I think that's going to be about it. I think we talked about everything, discussed everything. Before we wrap up, fellas, any final thoughts on Sunday night's game?
I need a great game from Lamar. He's got to be locked in. Can't be airmailing wide open people. Catch the ball, like you said. Can't have any tipped interceptions, and score in the red zone. We got this offense. You win the trenches on both sides. That's it. That's the biggest one. If we can control the line of scrimmage, which I don't know if we are, but if we can, this is going to be a good game. I mean, we can beat this team. We can. I don't know. It's going to be tough. You got to show up.
Sean, any final thoughts?
Yeah, bro. I need our receivers to show up. I need that Stephon Diggs that showed up in Buffalo on prime time and went crazy. Like he was anonymous last week. 2 catches. So I need something out of him. I need McDaniels to scheme something up, man. Just have us moving the ball well. Like last week, we went up 21-0 and we fell asleep, right? So we just gotta for 4 quarters, we gotta keep it up, man.
All right,
keep up how you finish the game. I agree.
All right, folks. Well, that'll be it for us. Rushaad, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time. Talk Ravens, Pats. It's like I want to root for you, but I can't this week. This is just the one week where I can't. I have
to be upset. We can be enemies. It's fun. We cool. It's cool.
I'm about to say just this one time. Any other time after that, rooting for you. Just not this week.
Do you know where you're sitting tomorrow?
I'm in section 150.
Oh, so you're on the ground level. That's awesome.
I don't know if it's gonna be like other Pats fans over there, but yeah, I'm pretty close to the field.
Awesome.
Oh, those are dope seats. That should be fun. You guys should have a blast of the game tomorrow. It's gonna be hype. It's going to be a hype atmosphere at M&T Bank Stadium. But until then, folks, that's all that we have. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your mama, your daddy, your grandpa about the video, all that fun jazz. Until post-game, we'll see you next time. I'm Dom. That's Gons. Rushaad, thanks for joining in. We'll see you next time. Go Ravens. Sometimes go Pats. And we'll see you.
Go Pats.